Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry we're a little late. We had some technical difficulties. Today I'm very excited because we have a totally awesome girl with us on our hangout. Um, you have me, Claudia Vasquez in Las Vegas, and we have Carissa.
Hi, this is Carissa from New Jersey.
And we have Nikki.
Hi guys, it's Nikki from Florida, Double Diamond.
And we have Presidential Diamond, Amber Parker.
Hello, everybody.
We are super excited because this girl just totally blew my mind the other day when we were at Ashley's One Team One Mission on Sunday, and I had to get her on here so she could share with you guys everything she has taught me. Without further ado, I'm going to invite Amber to share her story and her journey and talk a little bit about what she's been through.
Thank you so much, Claudia, first of all, for just having me on. I think that, it's so great to connect with other leaders and, just get other people's ideas and opinions. So thank you so much, everybody, too, for taking the time and coming on tonight. Sorry we were a little bit late. It's my fault. My computer crashed about 2 days ago, so we went to go get a new one. Anyways, long story. I don't have a freaking computer. So we know how that goes with the business. So, but a little bit about me is I live in Spanish Fork, Utah. It's a small town. We're finally growing. We finally got a Costco and a Walmart, so we're growing pretty big out here. But we live in a small town, and I joined about 2 years ago. This August will be my 3rd year. And we joined just for, a little bit about extra couple $100 maybe to help pay the bills. And soon I realized that this company was so much more than that. And I just hit the ground running. And, not any upline support was really kind of difficult, but it gave me such a greater chance to be a leader. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that as well with Facebook Hustle and things like that. But anybody can do this business. It's up to you. Don't wait for somebody to build it for you, but you can definitely build it yourself with a team. So we went diamond in about 3 or 4 months. I got our $10,000 bonus and went to the conference in January of 2013 with just a few of my girls, and they announced the triple diamond bonus by March, and so we got that, the $25,000 bonus. And then I was triple for a whole year. And it was great for me being triple for a whole year because I felt like it had given me the opportunity to grow into the leadership position of presidential. It's definitely not something that I ever thought we would ever be here. I thought this money was fake. I felt like it was never true, and they just had to put that there because of statistics. So, about 10 months in, we retired my husband from his 9-to-5 job as triple diamonds, and went to conference last year of 2014 and went presidential and got our $50,000 bonus. So it's definitely worth the wait of not rushing this business, but definitely have a sense of urgency. And so now we have a huge team all across the world, and we do this full time, and I absolutely love what we do. There's no greater feeling than changing people's lives and just being able to be there for support. But we love this business. It's a gift from God that we never thought possible or that we would ever be here. So we're extremely grateful. And now we went to conference last January, and we said that we were going to be in the top 100 income earners, and we were top 50. So it's crazy. It's crazy that when you just set that goal, you can achieve it. And I think people feel like there's so many people ahead of them when really you're really... Oh, that's hilarious. But you really are closer than you think. And I truly feel like so many of us look at 10,000, 15,000 people at conference, but you don't realize how close you actually really are to the top of the company. And why not you? you know? So we went to Dash last year, and that was the greatest trip of our whole vacation of It Works vacations. And this year we're going to take some of our team with us, and we're just so grateful that the company, for what it stands for, what they live by, and just the opportunity to lead and grow as people. And we're just normal people, you know. I'm sitting in sweats right now. Good thing you can't see me. Ha ha. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about us. We've got 2 beautiful babies, 7 and almost 4, and it's a blessing that Josh can take them to school every single day, and we're building our dream home. It should be ready in August. We're excited.
Awesome, Amber. Now, I got the pleasure to actually see you. I think you came to Ashley's One Team One Mission here in Vegas in 2012.
Yes.
Yes. And I think we had like Rhonda here and a bunch of people that were not leaders back then and now are like super big leaders. Now, one thing that I always admired about you, and sorry about the background noise. So one thing I always admired about you is how you show your love. I mean, it's just radiating from you every time you see someone, and the hugs you give. And I want you to talk a little bit about that, how important it is in your team to show that to your people.
You know, Mike and Pam always talk about the 3 R's in your business. If it's not helping with revenue, recognition, or retention, don't do it. And this last Saturday, we do monthly leadership trainings, and over 100 people come every single month, and they're open to everybody. And this last Saturday, we really added another R, and that was relationships. It's important to build relationships. It's important to build relationships with sidelines and your upline, but the most important is your downline. That's your family. That's your future. And we pour into our team probably more than we do ourselves. And it's hard some days because I do feel like so many times I've poured out and, what's filling my tank sometimes. But I feel like it's helped with our retention in our business, and the leaders that know that we care about them as family more than anything. They're not just another box. They're not just another name or number. We truly, 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 genuinely care about each person on our team, whether we enrolled them or we didn't enroll them. They're our family. And I think that more people need to really look at how they're running their businesses and think, if I can see them in my tree view, they're on my team and they're my family. And that's just the way that we ran it. We give love because we want to receive love, and the more you give, the more you get. And it's just who we are as people. Josh has, he saved my life when I was 19, and he made me realize that life is short, and you have to give love. Like, there's no reason to hate people. There's no reason to have, jealousy. There's enough for everybody, and I think that just relationships are so, so, so important. And if you haven't poured into your team, and gotten to know them, change it and watch your retention stay, because the people will stay just because you care about them. Sorry, guys, I cry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I love that about you.
We're emotional too. We cry together, so it's okay. And the cool thing about this whole entire panel right here is that we are all sideline. We don't make money off of each other. So this has been such a blessing for us, and I can relate so much to what you're saying right now, because for those people out there that are watching, like the color personalities, I'm a true red. And when I started, I was red, red, red. And I built my business very quickly to diamond. Like you, I was 3.5 months, I was diamond. And I sat there for a few months and then went double. And I've been double ever since. And it got me out of foreclosure situation. I built my business with the grace of God that people stuck with me, but I very quickly started losing a lot of relationships on my team because I wasn't treating people as people. I was treating them as boxes. And so 8 months in, I went double, and I'm now almost 26 months in, and I'm still double, but I can look back now and see, especially over the past 8 months, that God has used that whole time to grow me as a person and treat my team as a family. And I feel like right now, we're all closer than we've ever been, and I've seen the importance of truly loving on people and what it's going to do. And you're so right. Like, the strength of my team right now is insane. I've never been closer to my husband's, like, a couple, like, literally a handful of people away from his double structure, and I'm like 2 handfuls and a half away from, you know, my triple structure. And that has been so far away in the past. And I honestly feel like it's because relationships. So I'm really, really glad that you said that, because it's so true and it's so important. When you stop treating people as a box and as a 400 leg, but truly treat them as a person and love them for where they're at, it makes such a huge difference.
I love that. And was that Nikki that was just talking?
Yeah, it was. Sorry. I'm
No,
loving
you're fine.
to know you, because I've seen you at events and I've never, like, introduced myself before. But Claudia's so right. Like, I've seen you from afar, and you always have this huge smile on your face, and you're always loving on people at events. And I've always been drawn to. I'm like, who is that? You know. So I'm really excited to get to know you.
Well, hopefully.
Amber, I have a little message for you from Melody. She says that she loves you and that you have one of the biggest hearts ever.
Thank you. I love Melody. You guys can't make me cry. This is called hangout, not boob session, okay?
Okay, let's change it up, because I'm really excited about you teaching us this, because when you taught me this, I came home and stayed on my computer, on my phone, till like 2 in the morning, getting my list together on my Facebook account. So, Amber.
Yes.
Facebook hustle. Share, please.
Okay, guys, there is so much to Facebook. I feel like sometimes people have said, you know, oh, I'm not getting anything anymore from Facebook. Now, Facebook is one source. I definitely say the best way to build this business is eye to eye, heart to heart, soul to soul, and which is, you know, of course, belly to belly. And that's the way that we have to build this business. But Facebook is great because you can post on Facebook and you can get off Facebook. And so there's no reason why we should be scrolling through Facebook all day long, wasting time, what's so-and-so doing, who's on my feed. That's irrelevant, okay? I did a Facebook hustle call with my team, and we went over so many good tips, and I'll share them with you guys tonight too. But the first thing, and it's so interesting watching John Eric and his social media training now, because I'm like, I've been doing those things. Yes, I'm doing something right in this business. But a lot of it is just about relationships, which we talked about, but then it's also the importance of building relationships with strangers, and I think people forget about that. You know, we make posts, excuse my kids. What? Okay, Sissy. Sorry, guys. The joys of working from home, right? My husband's downstairs doing a comp plan training with another team, so we're put the kids on the iPad for a minute. But the importance of Facebook is really about, it's not, I always say this business isn't about who you know, but it's more about who you don't know. And I love that because so many people feel like they have to reach out first and foremost to the people that they know, and then they're like, okay, see you later. Facebook is a great way to network with people you don't know, but build the relationship with them. Now, the first thing that I do is what I call the 3x3, yes, Savannah. Sorry. It's what I call the 5-to-1 rule. Okay, so you want to post 5 personal posts to 1 business post every single day. Now, you know your market best, so you're going to know if that's, am I going to make a product post or an opportunity post at night, because most of my market is at night, or is most of my market on Facebook in the morning. Now, with Facebook, you have about 1.5 minutes for your status to reach its full potential, okay? To click on, and that's the visual of where people are going to be, okay? So making posts at certain times is kind of important. I like to do between 7 and 9 in the morning, okay? 11 to 1, 3 to 5, and then 7 to 9. And so those are my posts throughout the day, is somewhere in between that window bracket. And in the morning, I always do a motivational, inspiration, positive quote, because I'm feeding my mind first thing in the morning with personal development. It's the first thing that I see. I don't wake up and grab my phone and go on Facebook. I reach for my phone and my audiobook goes on. Feeding your mind with positivity first thing in the morning, creating that habit, you guys, will completely change your business. And for those of us who have maybe been sitting at a rank for a while and you're ready for that next step, I just challenge that you guys try this on and watch yourself grow as a leader and watch your business start to grow with you. The minute that I changed that one thing was when my whole business took off. It was crazy. And I was like, oh, it's audiobook, it's not that important. But just listening to 15 minutes in the morning is crucial. It's non-negotiable for me and my leaders. And we all do it. And if you don't know personal development books, I'd be happy to shoot some of my screenshots over of all my audiobooks that I have on my phone. But so posting in the morning is usually motivational. Lunch, right around lunchtime, is what I usually check in, whether that's I'm at Starbucks, whether I'm at a restaurant, whether I'm eating. I usually take a picture of what I'm eating or just something throughout the day of what I'm doing. 3 to 4 is going to be an engaging question, or 3 to 5 is going to be an engaging question. So I like to ask questions on my Facebook. And so go through my Facebook and you can usually look and see, oh, yep, there's her 3 to 5 post, there's her question post, because what it's doing when you ask a question during these times is it's capturing your audience to engage with your Facebook. So I'm prepping them to see my post for when I make my product or opportunity post at night, okay? And so I usually ask a question. And you guys, I usually ask what shoes to wear. I mean, if you guys have seen my shoe posts, they get like 65 comments, 200 likes on them. I already know what shoes I'm wearing, but I just post them anyways, So making an opinion post, when's a good time to take a baby out of the crib and put them into a big kid bed? People have opinions about that crap, and they will be sure to tell you. And so ask a very opinionated question. Now try to stay away from politics or religion, but Pepsi or Coke. Here in Utah we have Cafe Rio or Costa Vida. They're both yummy restaurants, and they're competitors, and so people have their opinion on what restaurant they want to choose. You can ask boots or heels. I mean, just something. Blonde or dark. Literally like asking to change your hair, people are all over it. So that's what I usually do around 3 to 5 because, again, it's engaging my audience. And then between 7 and 9, I'll make an opportunity post or a product post. I do not make both a night. It's too much, you guys. And I usually make more of a product post towards the end of the week, opportunity post in the beginning of the week. And the reason for this is, now try on both. I don't know what's going to work for your market. But because Friday's payday, that's when your loyal customers are going to want to buy. Okay? The other thing that you can do is, there's sometimes when I just don't have content to push on Facebook. I'm like, I'm tapped out. I don't even know what to post on Facebook. And so I will go in and like an old picture. Okay? And I'll try this on. Try this on, and you're going to see, like an old picture of maybe your promotion picture. Okay? Like your promotion picture, it's going to bump it back up into the feed, and people are going to start congratulating you again. And so I like to do those at the beginning of the month from 2 months beforehand, because it gives every single person more recognition, because people don't see that stuff. I went and liked our presidential diamond picture, and people were like, congratulations. I'm like, I've been presidential now for over a year. Are you kidding? But people don't know. It just doesn't click with them. So try that on, and it's great to give you, again, more activity. So those are kind of some of the things that I do on Facebook. And then what you can do as well is, I don't, and this is just me, you guys, I do not tag my new distributors or my loyal customers in posts. One, that I don't know, I wouldn't want to be tagged in a post if I was trying to lose weight or knew that I had stress, So that's just my opinion. Is stay away from that, but what you can do is just say, thanks for all my loyal customers that are helping me. 2 seconds, you guys. What? Okay, go talk to Dad about it then. Okay, go talk to Dad. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Okay, I take it downstairs. Sorry, guys. But what else you can do is with your Facebook statuses. So this is something that you need to be doing, and I know a lot of people have, your Facebook feed is just filled with green and black. there's a little right arrow on your post, and you can click on that arrow when it's an It Works distributor, and you can unfollow them. Okay, they're not going to get notified when you unfollow them, but I'm on Facebook to build my business, and another It Works distributor is not going to build my business. They're not going to bring me in anything new, and I shouldn't be looking at their profile anyways. I tell my leaders, my new people, I'm like, follow 2 people, 2 of the top income earners that you would want to trade paychecks with, and then I tell them, of course, to follow, our Cammie Dempsey, Melody, and that's it. I don't want them going and getting a bunch of stuff to, what? Oh, yeah. What? I'm on a call. Go talk to your dad. Thank you. 7 and 4, you guys. See? Y'all who have more kids than 2, I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it. But what you can do too is make sure that you are not following It Works distributors. It's crazy, and it does you no good for your business. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It's great to follow a couple leaders, but also what happens a lot of times is people just start to fill in information, and they start getting overwhelmed. Like, well, so and so does this, and so does this, and so and so, and I'm like, stop following them. Like, run your business the way that you want to run your business, and work your business versus it sounds what we call it like just mind circulation. They just have all this information and they don't execute at all. They just keep storing information. So clear out your feed of It Works people or people that you don't know. But then the best part about Facebook Hustle is I add anywhere from 5 to 10 friends a day. Now I add these people based on me knowing there's no It Works distributors in common with them. Now how I find this out is I'll click on they'll show up in your feed in like the friends you should know, and I add anywhere from 5 to 10. Make sure that you have less than 5 friends in common with them. I know people before have said, add everyone who you have 30 plus, mutual friends in common, but the chances of them having, one It Works distributor with 30 friends is going to be high. So make sure that you only have less than 5 mutual friends, because again, you have to think it's a brand new network too. So add them and then get their notifications. So when you click on friends on their profile, you can drop down from your computer and it'll say get notifications. I want to get notified every time my brand new friend posts on Facebook, because I want to be the first one to engage. I want to be the first one to comment, and so she can start seeing my face and building that relationship with me. The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to click on their name, and you can drop down and say edit friend list. And you can add your friends to different lists and categories. Now, for those of you who have done the John Eric social media training, he went over this a little bit. The lists that I have are potential loyal customers, potential distributors, and loyal customers, my current loyal customers, new distributors for 2014, and then, of course, my new distributors for 2015. And so by doing this, it puts them in a category so you can like subcategorize them. And if I just made a product post, I'm going to go in and engage with the feed of my my potential loyal customers. If I just made an opportunity post, I can go to that list and engage with potential distributors. If I made when the energy drink comes out, I'm going to engage with all of my current loyal customers because I want them to see it. The other option that you can do is oh, sorry, my dog's like wanting to say hi. Well, the other option that you can do is your statuses can be, the privacy setting can go straight to these lists, okay? So I have a girl who she cannot let her work know that she is doing It Works because she works at a plastic surgeon office. So not, she's not supposed to be promoting wraps because it's going to take business away. So she has all her coworkers in a list called restricted or work list or whatever, and so they can't see the post when she makes a status about the wrap. She can make the privacy setting to her potential loyal customer list, potential distributor list, and nobody else can see this post. And so you can change the setting back and forth. So oftentimes I'll do it for friends, and then I'll change it an hour later to just potential loyal customers, and then I'll change it later back to public And you can go back into your post and make them that way as well. So those are kind of just some of the Facebook tips that I have. Claudia, was there anything else that you wanted me to cover as far as that goes?
No, you covered way more than what you did when we were at Starbucks, so that's great. I was just telling the girls I'm gonna have to go back and look at this video like 8 times to write it all down.
I have the Facebook Hustle Call too. I'll ship over to you, and you guys can listen to it as well. It definitely goes probably more into details with no distractions of kids. But there's so much to Facebook, you guys, and just make sure that, you know, again, with adding friends, make sure that they don't have a mutual friend in common in the company. And what I like to do is I like to go to specific people. So I have hairstylists in Las Vegas that I know they're not friends with anyone and it works. I worked with them 10 years ago. They don't know anyone else and it works. And so I'll go to their friends and start adding their friends. And so I usually choose 1 or 2 people a week that I know don't have any Orcs friends, and I'll go and purposefully just add their friends and engage with their stuff more. So, but make sure your Facebook is get on and get off. And then like John Eric talked about, when you make a status, go and engage with 20 people. And it takes 4 minutes, you guys. Like, this is so easy stuff that we should not be spending hours on Facebook. I also do my friend requests at night, so that way when I wake up in the morning, I've got all the notifications that they added me as friends, and I can sift them into lists right then, versus just sporadically throughout the day. So just getting a system down, for what works for you is definitely going to make this easy for you guys.
Wow, this has been very informative. I've just been sitting here with my phone just taking notes. I wrote so much stuff down. This is just like a whole totally different perspective of how to even look at your Facebook page. I mean, you are so right. This is just, I'm just like wowed right now. We're just all messaging right now, and we're just like all wow. But I wanted to ask you another question in reference to the family side of things. How do you, as a presidential diamond, manage your time, like between your business and your family?
Okay, guys, are you ready for this? This is what I do, and I paid lots of money for this. Like, I'm talking upwards of 10 grand for this tool that I'm going to share with you guys. So it's definitely served me well. I use what's called Core 4, and I'll take you over here to it. But basically, it's a great way to create balance in your everyday. So I don't know if you can see it, and again, I'll send it over to you guys. But basically, you have your body, and you get points. You have your being, you have your balance. You have your body, your nutrition and your workout. You have your being, your study, meditation, scripture, journal, and then just meditate for 5 minutes. I have my business down here. Where am I? There it is. I have my business, and then I'm going to study marketing, sales, systems, and I'm going to execute. I'm going to take action. I'm going to make posts, okay? And then I have my balance, which is relationships, and I'm going to choose 2 different relationships to use that I want to use every single day. And so I usually choose, obviously, my husband and kids, and then I choose a leader. I choose 2 leaders every single day. And I'm going to write them a text, email, written message, and I'm going to use the words love, honor, and appreciate. And I get points, and so you can see my little check marks there somewhere. But that's kind of what I do, and it really is, it's a system. It's a way for me to keep track, and it's changed my life. And getting into the habit was hard at first, but once you get it down, it does. It gives you balance, and it's a checklist. Oh, I'm echoing. Sorry, guys. But it's very great. It's going to give you power. It's going to give you results, and I love it. So that's what I do.
That's crazy and insane. And we were just chatting like we were not ready for, Chris has said I wasn't ready for that answer. We've got a little group chat going on, while we do these hangouts, and so we stay organized. And that's probably like the coolest answer that I've ever heard of what people do with their business and their kids and how to organize. So I kind of guess alongside of that, because this has been so many aha moments about, because I get caught up in the Facebook world of, okay, I've posted, well, now I've got team, and I've got notifications, and I've got incoming private messages, and I've got all this. So having that set schedule of when you're posting is going to help so much, because I'm a chronic poster. Like, if you go to my wall, it's bad. So I'm trying to get better, and John Eric's helped a lot with that. But what do you do on the off time? So let's say you're posting 7 to 9 a.m. and then the next time is, you said 11 to 1, I think, right? So it's like every couple hours. So what are you doing on the even hours? Like, what are you doing in that time frame? Are you talking to team? Are you spending time with your family? Are you going out and like blitzing? Like, what are you actually doing?
You guys got to remember to have fun, right? Like, we work this business, but you'll be more productive when you make a schedule and you plan out your week than you will be just filling your time with space, basically, with empty space. And so what we do is, me and my husband get up, my audiobook goes on, that's my study for, my marketing, my sales, my personal development. It comes on in the morning. I'm like, check, half point there. And then we both go to the gym. We take our daughter to school, and we take our son to daycare for about an hour, and we both go to the gym. And while I'm at the gym, I'm working out, which is also doing my body. I've got my greens in at this point. I've got my new you, and I'm at the gym. And while I'm at the gym, I respond to the team page. I respond to emails while I'm at the gym. But I can multitask versus just sitting at home working, you guys. Like, we have to remember to have fun in this business. And so then I eat lunch, and while I eat lunch, I take a picture, and then I'm off my phone. This was really hard for me, you guys. When my life coach came and told me all this information, I'm like, I can't leave my phone. I'm going to miss an opportunity. There's no way. He's like, Amber, you will be more productive when you just do this. Trust me. And I'm like, all right, I trust you. Like, and so I started doing this, and it's really been amazing how much more my business has grown when I'm not stressed out about it. We choose family night once a week, where phones are off, they're not with us, and I don't need to make an announcement about this. We've incorporated Layer Leadership. They have a team page, things like that. But then also know that, you guys, there's endless sources. You're not the only one who has to respond to people. And if you let go of the control, which was hard for me, to not respond immediately, it almost gives them the ability to go find the answer themselves. And it was super hard, because I'm like, I don't want them to find the wrong answer. I don't want them to make a wrong move. Blah 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 blah. I have to be the first one to respond. And I was like, stop. It doesn't matter. So I'll check my phone about every 2 hours and respond. If it's absolute emergency, they know to Voxer me, call me, and inbox me. But even then, I'm like, if it doesn't need to be responded to, I don't pay any attention to it. And then we eat lunch. We go about our day. Me and my husband usually meditate during halfway through the day, because I'm exhausted already. And I just do 5 to 20 minutes of just no phone, just some music, and I just lay down, which took about 3 weeks of doing that before I could actually turn my brain off and not run everything of what I had to do during that time. And then we pick up our daughter from school together, and we usually have some kind of treat. And then at night we work from about 4 or 5 until about 9, 8 or 9, and then it's family time. Kids go down for bed. I'm not on my phone, and then after that we have date night once a week. That's non-negotiable for your relationship. I know a lot of times marriages are pulled apart, and it's a crucial part of having this business as somebody that can support you and love you. And date night is non-negotiable. You have to invest in your relationship. And so we plan that out. We plan that throughout our week, so I'm not double booking myself with parties. I'm not overbooking myself. We have date night, or sometimes we just put a movie on and I just leave my phone upstairs. Again, nothing is that important to pull away from your relationship. So, and then I usually check it right before I go to bed, and then I'm done for the day.
Oh, wow. I needed that really bad. Are you a red?
I don't know what color personality I'm, girl. I think I'm all of the above.
Well, I'm a good mixture, but I'm a red. And last night, Mike, I went to the It Works You, and he was talking about my reds being like type A, and I was like, I'm so totally not type A. Like, I'm not an OCD clean freak, that kind of thing. I like my house to be neat, that kind of thing. But it's not, it doesn't have to be dusted all the time. But I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? But I am so type A about my business, and I was just telling the girls, I'm on 100% of the time on Facebook with my team, answering questions, being there for any little message that comes through or any post that's in the group. And thank you, because I really needed to hear that. And that's definitely something I'm going to be working on, is spreading out my time. A lot of times my husband and I are watching a movie and I've got my phone with me. So I definitely need to start setting it down.
Unplug for sure, you guys. It's important. It really is. It really, really is.
Amber, thank you so much for sharing with us today. You have no idea how much this means to us. And
Well, I'm happy.
And I hope I see you here in Vegas again soon, because, the skies are so much brighter when Amber and Josh are in town. And last, what is your favorite personal growth book? What book would you suggest that everybody needs to read?
Okay, pardon the language. It's called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. It is my all-time favorite book, and it is I know that book. I can tell you chapters, I can tell you times, because I listen to book. I don't read because of course I'm multitasking, right? But I listen to these books to get from them, not to get through them. Some great ones that I give brand new leaders are John Maxwell, How Successful People Grow, and How Successful People Lead. Those are both by John Maxwell. And so those are my two greatest ones. If you guys are upwards of, you're talking to double diamonds, triple diamonds, and you guys need something more intense, and maybe you're ready for that next level of leadership, Leaders Eat Last is a great book. One of our team members told us to read it. They were like, this is you and Josh. This is you and Josh to a T. And I had no idea, but it was such a good book. But it even told me, like, Amber, you get to up it a little bit. Like, you get to eat last a little bit more as a leader. And it's a really good book. So those are my favorites, a couple of them.
Well, again, I can't thank you enough, and I'm so happy that everybody was here to join us. We had 78 people live with us today, and this will be recorded, or it's been recorded. The same link that we used to jump on the Hangout is the same link you used to rewatch it, because I'm sure all of you guys need to go back and write everything down if you didn't already, because I know that's exactly what I'm going to do as soon as we're done with this. And Nikki and Carissa, thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, thank you, girls.
Nikki and Amber, I love you tons.
We love you guys, and I'm honored. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, guys.